World's fastest shrinking countries. 10. Moldova. Moldovans are the largest ethnic group in Moldova. The proportion of Ukrainians and Russians decreased considerably in comparison to the last Soviet census in 1989. The urbanization rate is 45% of the total population living in urban areas. According to the UN, the number of births has been adversely affected by Moldova's economic difficulties and lack of social and medical services. 9. Poland. Poland's birth rate has been falling since 1983, according to the research firm Euromonitor. While the rate rose from 2005 to 2007 as the economy grew, the country still faces problems with an aging society, immigration, and labor shortages. 8. Lithuania. Lithuania is a country and the southernmost of Europe's Baltic states, a former Soviet bloc nation that borders Poland, Latvia, and Belarus. In 2014, the natural increase was negative, as the number of deaths exceeded the number of live births by 6,061. Since its renewed independence in 1990, Lithuania has lost population. A striking excess of people has been leaving the country. Workers began migrating to Russia and Ukraine, then shifted in the late 1990s to Western Europe and North America. 7. Serbia. Serbia is a country on the southeast Europe's Balkan Peninsula with vast northern plateaus and mountains with ski resorts to the south. Serbia's net migration rate in 2010 is about 0, but the country's mobile workforce raises problems. A 2005 report in the Southeast Europe says that about 70% of Serbia's students plan to leave for better training and opportunities in other countries. 6. Latvia. Latvia is a country on the Baltic Sea between Lithuania and Estonia, known for its strong national identity, diverse culture, modern cities, and landscapes ranging from wide beaches to dense, sprawling forests. Latvia entered a severe recession starting in 2008, and the country's GDP plunged by nearly 18% last year, forcing many to seek work abroad. 5. Bosnia Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a small country in Southeast Europe with 12 miles of coastline on the Adriatic Sea. Bosnia has an estimated 2015 population of 3.81 million. The birth and death rate are about equal in Bosnia-Herzegovina, and there is little migration out of the country. A fertility rate that ranks among the world's lowest is the prime contributor to the expected decline in population over the next 40 years. 4. Bulgaria. A cultural melting pot with Greek, Slavic, Ottoman, and Persian influences, it has a rich heritage of traditional dance, music, costumes, and crafts. Bulgarians continued to leave the country in 2009. The fertility rate remains low. The number of marriages is decreasing, and the country has one of the world's largest percentage of elderly residents. 3. Georgia. Georgia, a country at the intersection of Europe and Asia, is a former Soviet republic that's home to Caucasus mountain villages and Black Sea beaches. A large number of Georgians, including young workers, have been leaving the country to work abroad and seek a higher standard of living. In addition to migration trends, Georgia's birth rate, at 13 per 1,000 people, may be higher than its death rate, 10 per 10,000, but it is still insufficient to maintain the population level. 2. Ukraine. Ukraine's population has been declining since the 1990s due to its high death rate and low birth rate. The population is shrinking by over 150,000 annually since 1993. The birth rate has recovered in recent years from a low level around 2,000 and is now comparable to the European average. It would need to increase by another 50% or so to stabilize the population and to offset the high mortality rate. 1. Japan. Japan is an island nation in the Pacific Ocean with high-rise filled cities, imperial palaces, mountainous national parks, and thousands of shrines and temples. The Japanese population is rapidly aging as a result of a post-World War II baby boom followed by a decrease in birth rates. In 2012, about 24.1% of the population was over 65, and the proportion is projected to rise to almost 40% by 2050.